Hello. Welcome to the Smile Revolution. I'm Princess Wow, also known as Mindy Fradkin, and we raise awareness to the healing power of a genuine smile. This is my 147th show since March 2020. I was touring with another show that I was doing, a one woman show that I wrote with my director in Los Angeles, Jessica Lynn Johnson, called Ageless Wonders. And then when the pandemic hit, a friend of mine asked me if I would do an uplifting Facebook Live, and I said sure. And so I immediately started a show to help people smile. And then I got back into doing interviews later on because I used to have a radio show called The Smile Revolution years ago. And so I immediately started doing different shows, and but I've gotten back into I love doing interviews, and I know a lot of really fascinating artists and musicians, and so I really enjoy it. And so here I am, and I have an exciting show. I always have an exciting show, I think. Alexis Hunter, also known as Rachel Lansing, and I'll be telling you a little bit about her in a little bit. However, at the beginning of my show, I'm going to do some smile quotes here and read you some interesting, uplifting ideas. Okay, so this is from my blog. I had a blog for years. Okay, The Value of a Smile. Esther Francis, who was actually on my radio show, wrote this. A smile is a blessing, a benediction, a gentle breeze, an energy wash that is friendly and warm. Now, I don't smile all the time, do you? Some people do. It's about giving and receiving smiles. Sometimes I need you to smile at me to remind me to smile. Now, we all have challenges, right? Especially in the world we're living in now. But if you can be grateful and focus on the good, there's always good going on. It'll help you smile. When a passersby on the street smiles at me, I feel welcomed. I'm reading this from Esther Francis. As if that person is affirming my presence on the planet. A smile is the silent sign language that says that life is good. You are good and I am good, no matter what is happening. A smile is a sun that pierces through clouds of discouragement and brings a hug without arms. When I smile, I feel so good. It's as if my entire being is made lighter and lifted by the corners of my mouth as they rise. A smile is easy and costs nothing, but its value is immeasurable. Yesterday, I made a decision to notice smiles in the course of my day. I discovered that most of my smiles came about when I passed or saw other human beings. A smile is a welcome, an embrace, a generous flowering of heart, conveyed effortlessly and joyously. Smiles sweep away the clutter of a worried mind. Smiles are like stars bringing light to darkness. Imagine our universe, its millions of galaxies, each shining with millions of smile light. My imagination makes me smile when I'm playful and happy. When I allow it to dwell on what I'm afraid of, my smile disappears. All I need to do to find it again is to redirect my imagination to anything marvelous, delightful, or delicious that makes me smile. Gratitude is a grace that restores my smile. Thanks for family and friends, food and beauty, all the blessings of my life I can so easily forget to appreciate. I'm smiling now as I realize that I need to remember and realize this. Esther Francis, copyright, it was from 2007, estherfrancis.com. And let's see what else here. What else do I have here? Well, let me find, actually, and I had Buffy St. Marie on my show, a legendary folk singer years ago. And she told me about this book, and I just got it all these years later. She probably told me in 2007. It's called The Smile Book, a celebration of the child in all of us. And the whole book is pictures of people smiling. I mean, it's so neat. It's really, really cool. I've never seen a book like this. And it's from Australia. And it's just really, really a wonderful celebration and fun to look at and helps you smile. Right? Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you all. It's an obscure book. There was one on Amazon. And then we have here, I found this Field Guide to Happiness, Barbara Ann Kiefer, Finding Happiness in Its Natural Habitat. Part 1, lists. List of things you were happy about yesterday. List of things you were happy about yesterday. Uh-oh, you say, you can't even remember what you wore yesterday. So dig a little deeper and try to come up with a list of 10 things you were happy about yesterday. I still need to do that. I just found this today, and I'm going to do the list after my show. Let's stay away from no-brainers or short entries like sleep or getting paid, and go for some things you felt, experienced, or saw. We are talking things that were more like aha moments and details you paid attention to. Were there any moments of pure awareness? Any times when you were in a groove or flow? What favorite thing did you do that you would like to do again? Fresh flowers in the lobby of an office. Oh, I've got my fresh flowers here. A rerun of your favorite TV show when you're too tired to read. The greeting from your pet when you've been away all day. Yeah, I have my Tiggy. She's so happy when we get together and she hangs out with me, and it's so wonderful. Making it through the green light. Getting the last copy of the newspaper from the store. I don't know how many people get newspapers anymore. This is an old book. A bathroom when you need it. The luxury of a shower. A worth the money meal. Smooth travel. Standing in front of a fan. Scientists have alerted us to the mirror neurons in our brains that fire up when we see actions performed. We feel, experience, and even understand things happening around us and to other people through the mirror neuron mechanism. This helps us learn by understanding ourselves through the actions of others, a very powerful experience that is essential to human growth. What things did you experience this way? Anyway, I think this is a neat book. I don't even know where I got it, but I just found it, and I wanted to share that a little bit with you about that. I'll have to do my list. And what else? Oh, I got my shoe calendar of the day. I don't wear high heels, but it's just fun to look at my shoe calendar every day. It's amazing how many shoes there are in the world and so many shoe designers. Oh, somebody wants to say hello. She always likes to get in on the action. Miss Wow, from a photo of me. And she's very nice. And she's mini me. It's from actually wearing the same dress from this picture from her. It was copied from that picture of me. And let's see, who else wants to say hi? Let's see. Gumby. Gumby hasn't been on in a while. Gumby and Pokey want to give you a big smile and a wave and a hug. And let's see, who else? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Who else? I've got my little rainbow chicken. He hasn't been on in a while. Or he, she, they. I have all these fun little toys. Hi. They want to come on and say hello. Okay, so let's see. I think we're on to my next segment here. Alexis Hunter. Hold on one second. Also known as Rachel Lansing, artist and couture jewelry designer. Wait, I'm wearing her bracelets right here. Author of Joi Lansing, A Body to Die For, A Love Story. As her art has always been a healing balm, channeling her creativity has always been a natural reflex. Whether be it her painting or jewelry making, her careful eye for detail has made her work worthy of the accolades it has received over the decades. And I'm a big fan of her jewelry. And I read her book, Joi Lansing, A Body to Die For. Now, I'm going to read a little bit about Joi, and then I'm going to bring Alexis on. Joi Lansing, A Body to Die For, colorfully chronicles personal and intimate details of the last 4 years of the talented 50s blonde bombshell star's fascinating life. After 3 decades of successful TV and movie appearances and Vegas singing stardom, Ms. Lansing died far too young at just 43. Though her funeral was attended by luminaries of the day, Frank Sinatra sent a huge floral display. Her light went out relatively unceremoniously. Always just on the verge of making it big, Joi packed them in with standing room only in Vegas. But when the curtain came down and the audience was gone, who was she? Sadly, the one relationship where she was loved for the sweet, gentle woman she really was, the friendship that might have given her the strength to finally cross the finish line for that one moment of glory for which she had run since she began show business as a little girl, 14, was ended at her death from breast cancer in the arms of her dear friend, Rachel. Author Alexis Hunter, friend, babysitter, quote unquote, was the only person who really knew Joi and knew how she struggled with a suicide-obsessed self-image and deadly drug problem after being a child star where uppers were a common way to keep the kids working 20-hour days. And the stunning black and white photos of Lansing by Maurice Seymour, the era's superstar photographer, make the book a collector's dream. That was written by Kate Porter-Avery. And so here we go. Here we have Alexis. Hi.
Hi, Princess Wow. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Oh, God. Finally, this is really a treat.
Oh, it's my pleasure, really. I'm just so happy we're finally connecting on here. We've been connecting for like a year and a half.
Yeah, but
like this, finally doing the interview.
This is great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure. So, let's see. You've got so many accolades, and I know your jewelry is amazing, and you have all these celebrities wearing it, and I'm wearing it. I feel very privileged, and I wear your bracelets a lot. And then with your book, there's so many exciting things happening. I know you're very busy with a lot of things on your plate.
So but it's exciting. It's so exciting. Yay!
It's so exciting. So I'm so glad that I got your book and read it. And you're such a great, you're so talented, Alexis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You really are. And you're a wonderful person, which is the most important.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
No, but it's true. I see the way you are. You're just so gifted. And so you've got, I know you're doing a lot of your jewelry right now, right?
Yeah, I'm concentrating on doing that. People are starting to love my new stuff, which is really kind of fun. I'm wearing one of my new things. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Wait, move the camera a bit. Okay.
There you go.
Wait, I got to put my glasses on for this.
It's fun.
Oh, wow. Now you're big. This is a new series you're doing. I know.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of different charms. It's like a necklace with charms on it. And this one is really fun. It's has pink flamingos, and it says "Not my circus, not my monkeys."
I have the photo. I have the photo of it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love doing it.
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, because actually, I was friends with Richie Havens and David Amram, and they've been on my show. On my radio. They were on my radio show.
Right.
And they both wear like these huge. They wear like a ton of necklaces, and it kind of reminds me of what you're doing because
cool.
They put all these. I'll have to show you.
I'd love to see
necklaces. It's like a whole look that Richie created. And then David does it too. And it kind of reminds me of what you're doing with all that. Just like,
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. That's wonderful.
I'll show you. I have a picture of Richie. And I'll show you the picture because you can
cool.
see it. Yeah. And David Amram, he always does the same thing. So it's like really neat. So anyway, so are you, okay. I have pictures. I'm going to show in a little bit pictures of some of your jewelry and then of Joi.
Oh, thank you.
And so let's talk about the book first and what's happening with the book.
Okay. Oh, the things are really exciting. People are starting to be aware of the book. So yay! Finally, finally.
It came out in 2015, right?
Right. Yeah, but now it's starting to cook, which is great. People are becoming more and more aware of it, and I'm thrilled. I have a wonderful producer by the name of Vincent DeSalvo, and great screenwriter Joe Doherty, who did 30-something and Pretty Liars. And we're working on a limited series for one of the streaming services. So I am so jazzed. I'm so excited. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I want everybody to know Joi. That's the whole purpose of this. So she's never forgotten.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, because people who don't know the book. I mean, I know about. I've read the book, so
Right.
I've read a little bit. I've read the the back cover.
Right.
But talk a little bit about. I mean, just an overview about your life with her.
Oh, the fun part is when I was a kid, I was fascinated by her, and I was living in a good old population 10,000 in Ark City, Kansas, near Wichita, and well, there's nothing happening in Ark City, obviously, and every day after school, I'd rush home to watch Joi on Love That Bob or the Bob Cummings Show. I just thought she was the most beautiful person I'd ever seen in my life. And then fast forward, moved to LA when I was going into my senior year of high school, and then decided I was going to be a movie star, of course.
Right.
And of course, and moved to LA and lived at the Hollywood Studio Club with Farrah Fawcett and Sally Struthers and Sandy Duncan.
Oh,
we
wow.
all lived there. Yeah, really big stars. And I had the opportunity of being in a film. A friend of mine called me and said, I cannot wear this monkey suit one more day. Do you want the job? And I said, sure, because I know that was going to be my big break. So
Right.
she took me to meet the producer and director, and I got the gig. And there I am in this monkey suit. I mean, it was the probably the worst film ever made, lowest budget. It was just stinko. And here I am in this fake fur.
That is so funny.
Fake fur outfit.
Oh,
and the only thing that was exposed were my hands and my face, and they were putting like black spray paint on me and gluing on fake fur and plastic fangs. I mean, it was pathetic. And I'm sitting there in makeup, and I didn't know who was going to be in the film. Because I didn't care. And suddenly walks in Joi. Yeah, and I thought I was going to absolutely faint.
And you're in a monkey suit.
Yeah, I'm in this monkey suit. And she sits right, oh my God. And she sits right next to me, and she's the sweetest person on the planet. She just started talking to me, and she felt so bad that I was wearing the monkey suit. And we just started chatting. And I mean, this progressed, and we became friends. And I started helping her with her lines, in between takes. And, if you know film as you do, it's hurry up and wait. So you sit a lot, there's a lot of downtime just sitting. And so we just chatted, and we built this wonderful friendship, which developed into more, which was really amazing to me. Because Joi was straight. She dated Sinatra. She was married 3 times, had, a lot of big time paramours, and I mean, she was having an affair with Sid Caesar when I met her, and I mean, just things progressed, and we just connected. As you know, Princess Wow, you never know who you're going to fall in love with, and it just happened. I mean, it just happened. Joi had never been with women, and it just happened. We fell in love, and we were together until she died, unfortunately.
But you had to keep it secret.
Oh, we had to, because this was in
the late 60s.
Yeah, her career would have been trash. We met in 1969, and that was Stonewall. All those things happened, and she was a sex symbol. Men adored her, and if that anything had gotten out about our relationship, her career would have been.
I know.
Oh my God, she would have been destroyed.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the way it was there. It was still illegal. In bars, it was no touch. You couldn't touch someone's hand or their shoulder, or they could arrest you. And they often did. They'd raid the gay bars. And I mean, it was scary. So we had to protect her. And so that's why Rachel Lansing, I became her younger sister, Rachel. So,
Right.
and we were able to pull it off because we were both blonde, had the same color eyes,
Right.
and people bought it. People
Yeah.
believed it.
Yeah.
And so it worked. It worked. I could be with her all the time, especially like when she was ill or you know, uh, because they wouldn't have let me in if I wasn't her sister. You
Right.
know,
Right.
I,
You had
I
to
mean,
be a family member. Right.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I was her sister, so I could. I was able to stay with her in the hospital.
Were you
And
legally? Did you change it legally?
no,
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 it was just
not
in the
everybody.
attorney.
Everybody believed that. You know,
They
I didn't
believed
need
you.
to do
Okay.
any of that
Because
stuff.
some
No.
people I've heard of gay couples, they literally they pretend that they're like wife and I mean mother
Brothers,
and
sisters, and
daughter,
mother. Yeah,
and they
sure.
do it legal. Some people do it
Yeah,
legally. Well, you know
yeah.
that,
Oh yeah, but I didn't. No,
but
we
you didn't
didn't do
need
that.
to. You
No, we
knew
didn't.
that
You know,
they
people
just
believed it,
they
so
believed
no
you.
one ever questioned
Well,
our
that's good.
relationship.
Well, and also
Yeah.
she was an actress, successful actress, and
Oh,
everything.
sure.
Yeah.
So,
So that, yeah.
and you know, they were just thrilled, actually, that she was wherever she was. So,
You're right. Exactly. Right.
yeah. So it was wonderful.
And you were
I'm
her
so
support, and they were
blessed.
happy to have a support that you were
Oh
there to
yeah.
support her.
Oh yeah. I mean, we were so close.
Right.
So,
And then let's talk about the whole thing is, the silicone. And that's I
ah,
read this at the beginning of your book. This is one of the reasons why you wanted to write the book because
yeah, because they're still doing it,
they
Princess.
are.
Wow.
They are.
Oh my God, look at all the women with the big butts.
So that's
That's
silicone.
silicone. A
So
lot
that's
of it is
silicone.
silicone. A
Oh,
lot. There's a doctor. Yeah, I want you guys, your listeners or viewers, to know there's a doctor in Florida. I think he's
yeah,
in Miami. His name is Alberto Gallerani. I'm sorry.
yeah.
And that's all he does is remove silicone.
Oh,
Because I have seen photos. It becomes necrotic. People end up with great big lesions, and women die. They're still doing the
they still
silicone. They're
are.
doing it.
They still.
Oh,
So is it
it's,
mostly in Hollywood,
no, all
in
over
New
the
York?
place,
Oh, so
and in a lot in Florida, and
oh,
this obsession because of the obsession with
with
having
having big breasts
big. Yeah, so they're doing it in breasts, and now they're doing it
in the
in glute,
butts.
in the butts.
Right.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't realize that that's how they make the. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
oh my God, Princess.
Yeah,
Well,
because
yeah,
that's a new style. That's a new style, having a big
yeah,
butt. I don't know
yeah.
where that came from.
Kardashians.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right,
they
right, the
they
Kardashians.
started that,
Oh,
and
oh, okay.
now all these women want the great big butts, and a lot of them can't afford surgery to have implants. The butt
Right.
implants or the Brazilian butt lift or whatever. They're just going and for the fast fix, and the cheap fix is silicone, and it's illegal.
Oh, it's
And they're,
illegal?
oh my God, totally illegal.
Oh.
Totally.
Oh, I didn't
Oh
know.
yeah, it was never legal. I
Oh, it's
mean, it
never
was
legal. Oh, it was never
no,
legal?
no.
Oh, so all
And
these doctors, even back then, they were doing it
yeah, we're doing
illegally.
it illegally, and they were doing it. Some of them were doing it uh, like experimentation, or I can't remember the exact term. Um, uh, I mean, when I had one injection when I was with Joy. I had one injection when we
Oh,
were in New York.
I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, and mine turned to crap within a few years. So
Wow. Hmm.
I I hate it. I want to stop it. If one
That's
person
one of
out,
the reasons why you wrote the book.
yeah,
Yeah.
if one person out there is watching and is listening to me, please. I lost my breasts in 3 years after one injection of silicone. So please.
And that's how
And
Joy lost her life.
it didn't help. It was, I think it contributed greatly to her
Yeah.
death.
So
Between
the
that
Hollywood,
and,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
she had all this pressure. You've got to be the most beautiful, the sexiest, the youngest.
Right.
You can't grow old. You have to
Right.
be gorgeous, or you don't work. And
Right.
if that's your whole life, you do whatever. You do whatever.
You do
You
it because
know,
that's your livelihood. Right.
yeah, that's and Joy wanted to, she wanted to be the most. She was competing with Monroe and
I know.
Mansfield and
Right.
Mimi Van
Right.
Doren, and Joy was considered the Monroe of television, because that's where she did most of her stuff. And a lot
Oh,
of your viewers will, I probably won't remember, but some will, that during that time there were only 3 channels.
right.
I mean, it's hard to imagine now,
I
but
know,
just
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 channels. And Joy was on them all the time. She did all the sitcoms. She did all those shows. She did
She
Sea
was on
Hunt,
I Love Lucy.
Maverick, everything.
Was she-
Perry Mason, I
Really?
Love Lucy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, she
Oh
was
my
on I
God.
Love Lucy, and
Oh
I
yeah.
know I read about that.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
me
I
about
mean,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you check her out on IMDb, she did over 100 TV shows. She
Wow.
did. I mean, she was on television all the time, and a lot of people might not recognize the name, but if they see her photo, they'll recognize her.
All right, we're going to show her pictures. All right, well, let's go show
Great.
her pictures.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to
cool.
take you off, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Let me just
Okay.
show, okay? All right, hold
Great.
on a
Thanks.
second. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to show some. Okay, you saw how I saw yeah, your
Oh,
jewelry.
thank you.
Yeah, I also wait. I've got to show your contact information here. Hold on one second.
Oh, thanks.
There's your down there, everything on the bottom
Oh,
there.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, so
Thank you.
those are great photos. And so now some people will recognize her older generation.
Sure.
Yeah.
And one thing that's really cool, if a lot of people are into YouTube, which I love YouTube, there's a lot of her videos. The
Oh,
scopatones. Have you ever seen those scopatones?
what's that?
Oh, oh my God, those are the first music videos ever made. They used to have like a great gigantic ATM machine in bars and restaurants, and you'd put in your 50 cents or whatever, and you could watch your favorite person sing a song. It was the
Really?
first music video called Scopatone. And Joy did some of the, oh my God, they were the campiest, most sexist,
Wait.
bizarre
Oh,
thing.
wow. So wait, are
Yeah,
those on
especially
YouTube?
yeah, just especially there's one you will crack up. It's called Web of Love,
Okay.
and the camera work, the camera work was right on her chest or her other parts of her body,
Okay. Okay.
and but it is hysterical.
God.
I mean, just it's so funny. She did 3 scopatones. She was like one of the queens of scopatone.
Oh, God. Okay. We'll have
Yeah,
to
it's
look
a
it up.
trip.
Oh,
It's an
God.
absolute trip. A lot of her TV shows and everything are on YouTube.
Oh,
If
they
anybody
are?
wants to see it, oh yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay.
see even Stinko Bigfoot's on the film that we did is on
Oh,
YouTube.
God. Okay. Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, you'll crack up.
Oh, that is a riot. Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
great. But I
yeah,
read in the book that her husband slash manager
uh-huh.
with when Lucy from I Love Lucy,
Ah,
Lucy Ball offered Joy a contract,
right.
and he turned it down. That was like
Yeah.
a big mistake in
Oh,
her career,
oh, yeah.
right? I mean,
Unfortunately,
that was
ah,
bad.
yeah. Unfortunately, Joy dated or was married to her managers or uh not so much her agents, but they all became her managers,
Right.
quote, and and it never worked out for her. And that particular
And that
instance,
was really
Stan
terrible.
blew it. He
He
said to
blew
her,
it
he
big
said,
time on there.
"You're too good. You're too good for this."
Well, that must have been at the beginning of the show, like when it first started or something, because it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the
I mean,
biggest hit in the world.
Yeah, I mean, she would have, because
She would have
Joy,
become a big star.
yeah, she was really a comedian.
Right.
I mean,
Honestly, Lucy
yeah,
liked
she was.
her.
Yeah, Lucy loved her, thought
Lucy
she was
loved her.
great, knew that Joy was talented,
Was a
a lot more
comedian.
talented
Yeah.
than Joy was a really terrific singer, uh, fun. I mean, like she she would deliver her lines totally straight, and it was funny as all get out, really funny.
And how
So,
many was she on? How many episodes was she on Lucy?
2 or 3. I'm not
Okay.
sure
But she
exactly.
would
I'm
have
not
had
sure.
a big part.
Yeah, she did, and then she did Mothers-in-Law. Desi was,
Oh.
I think, producing that. The Mothers-in-Law with Kay Ballard and Eve
Oh.
Arden.
Okay. I
That
don't
was
know
one
about
of the last things she did. Yeah.
that. Oh, okay. Wow. Did she do any movies too, or just all TV?
Oh yeah, no, she did movies. She did Marriage on the Rocks. Who was that lady? The Brave One. She did quite a few films, and she started. I think she was in Easter Parade when she was a kid. She started at 14, and a lot of her Alibaba. A lot of her film work was uncredited because she was working for the studio, and then
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
she did stuff, and she did quite a few things.
Okay. Okay, great. And then she was also a singer.
Oh yeah, in fact, when we were in New York, she was getting ready to sign a contract for an album, and because she was really good, she sang at the Copa. I mean, she sang in Vegas, she sang at the Sahara. Really talented singer,
Mm-hmm.
and she became ill, and so that
So
was the
she
end of
couldn't
that.
do it. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. And then, okay. But you lived in New York, Palm
and
Springs,
LA, and then in
LA.
Palm
Right,
Springs, yeah,
right.
in Palm Springs, yeah,
And
yeah.
then you were also in the Caribbean?
Oh, we did. That was one gig that she had. Oh,
That was a gig.
that
Oh,
was something. She was hired to do a convention. Be the entertainment for a convention on
mhm.
a cruise ship going to Nassau in the Bahamas. And
Okay.
that, I mean, if you're if your viewers read the book, they'll find out how that was with 2 women on a ship with all men. So let me just leave it at that. It
Okay.
was
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
It was crazy. Yeah.
So what's the best way for people to get the book and your jewelry?
Amazon. Amazon.
Amazon? Okay. For the book. Yeah, the book. And then for your jewelry, Alex Hunter, I have it here, alexhunterpalmsprings.com for your book. I think he froze. Okay, I think he froze, Alex. Okay, Alexis, I'm calling her Alexis. I think you froze. All right, I'll take you off for a second. Let me see if I can. You froze now. Okay, I'm going to take you off for a second. Okay, well, anyway, let's see if she can get back on. In the meantime, um, let's see. I wanted to share with you about all the reasons she wrote this book. You got back on? Oh, wait a second. She's going to get back on in a minute. She wrote this book to show the dangers of using silicone injections we talked about, and then to show how tragic Joy's life was because of her vulnerability and fragile self-image, and how it changed when she found someone who loved her for who she was, a gentle and sweet woman, and to show that love can exist between 2 human beings regardless of sexual orientation. Joi had loved men the majority of her life. She was straight. When we met, we connected as soulmates with a love that evolved into an all-encompassing, committed relationship. This is not just a lesbian story, it's a love story. And she's also says, at a time when so many young people are being bullied and are suffering for being who they are, I want them to know that they are beautiful and that their love is something to be proud of, not a reason for self-loathing and self-destruction. So, I don't know if she's coming back on or not, but it looks like she might have had a problem with her technical. I don't think she's back on. Well, anyway, it's okay. I think we got it. Now, in the meantime, all the information is on the bottom. If you're interested in her jewelry or getting her book, you can get it on Amazon. And my next show is going to be The Masked Hatter. You got to see this. This is incredible. The Masked Hatter. And she lives on the Upper West Side. She's a journalist. And she, during the pandemic, it's pandemic style on the Upper West Side. I think Alexis back on. I'll have her back on. And I'm just going to show you a little bit. Every picture, and she wrote about each designer. She did all these amazing get-ups during the pandemic. And I'm going to have her on. She's a journalist in New York, on the Upper West Side in LA, and she's fascinating. And I'm reading the book now, and then I'm going to have her on my next show on July 11th, Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, The Masked Hatter. And I think Alexis is back on. Okay, here we go.
I'm so
And we're
sorry.
back. That's okay. I ended up.
Yeah, you were asking me how to find my book. Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
Okay, Barnes and Noble. Great. Okay, good. Okay, well, sounds good. And I just, when you were off, I read your prologue about all the reasons why you wrote the book.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I read about the bullying and everything. I read that whole page.
Thank you so much, Princess Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm happy that I was able to get you on the show, and you wanted to spend a little bit of time with me and my audience, and sharing all the good things you're doing.
And thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're trying to spread more joy in the world. You know, we need more joy and fun. You know,
absolutely.
And so, you know, we all have challenges, but there's always good going on.
Yes, it is.
We have to focus on being grateful for what is good in our life.
Yes, that's true.
We all have challenges. Everyone does. Right? We all do.
Absolutely.
In different ways. So anyway, Alexis, so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
take care.
And I'll talk to you later. Okay. Thanks so much for coming. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my interview. And as I said, The Masked Hatter is coming next. And I wanted to say we just need to have more fun. And my show, we're just having fun and spreading good joy, and Joi Lansing, good joy and good vibrations, and just sharing different amazing people that I know and am connected to. So I'm really grateful. And I'll see you all soon. And here go my credits, and much love. Oh, if you're anywhere near the Hudson Valley, July, I said last show, August, sorry, July 17th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Roland Musa, my husband, master musician, folk singer, and I are doing a musical hat happening. I'm doing my first hat happening since before. Well, it's been a while. It's in person, and it's an interactive hat show. It's really fun, and musicals. We'll be singing Smile songs that we wrote together. And it's at the Holland Tunnel Gallery on Chambers Street in Newburgh, New York. And if you want more information, you can contact me here. And I'd love to see you. $10 donation. It's going to be really fun. And that's it. So 2 weeks. Well, actually, yeah, I'm not doing anything on the 4th of this show, and then I'm going to do one more show before I hopefully going away. But I'll be doing a show where I'm going. I'm not saying anything yet about that. But anyway, here go my credits. I love you all. Be well and keep smiling, keep sweet. Join the Smile Revolution. Okay, here we go. It's called the Smile Revolution that comes, goes round and back to you. So smile, 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 a simple smile will